So, meine Damen und Herren, dann machen wir mit Mission Nummer 5 weiter in Folge 6, da wir das Training ja noch mitbrechen müssen. Und ich habe mir lieber nochmal einen Kaffee gemacht in einer kleinen Pipi-Pause. Und sind immer noch am gleichen Tag der Aufnahmesession, haben es jetzt 16:20 Uhr. Berlin. Hitman 3 sind wir auch wieder in Berlin.
The Institute, Providence, everyone had ever helped us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Flashbacks.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Wieso schmeißt er mich jetzt da ins Menü zurück? Willst du mich verarschen, Digga?
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary
Janus.
Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along, and by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
Einfach in der Öffentlichkeit hinrichten, wie ich es in der letzten Mission davor auch getätigt habe. Also nehmen wir mal die hier unten. Und gehen mal rein in die Mission. Finden Sie Hinweise. Und eliminieren Sie 2 Leute. Diesmal ist es schneller geladen.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards. And intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
Ja. Einer ist da hinten, der andere ist da vorne.
47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
These are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can't say that I do.
Well, he's
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan.
interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the...
I'm not really from around here. I don't know anything about it.
I see. Well, never mind. You can wait a little longer.
Hi there. Welcome to Granny's. We guarantee that you'll never reach for a factory. Again, we'll have to sample our homemade, locally sourced food. We're giving out free muffins. If you'd like to taste the difference for yourself,
Oh, that's cool.
I really recommend the gluten-free blueberry personally.
I suppose if I don't like it, I can just throw it out.
So, are you more of a muffin girl?
Gibt es hier keine Tür oder sowas? Natürlich muss ich andersweitig denken.
Hey, you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the file. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
Hola, señor. Feel free to taste one of our sample muffins.
Wo stehe ich denn da? Müsste ich wieder dahin?
Down and they're free every Saturday.
Ich jetzt schon mal hier bin. Hier komme ich gar nicht rein.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
Weil der andere steht da permanent, der riecht mich auf.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Wie soll ich das Überwachungsmann abhören? Digga. Uhuhuhu. Das war gerade unser Kollege.
Use them to infiltrate some of the more suspect houses. The Wilsons.
Wird mir auch das auf der Karte angezeigt. Wo bin ich denn erstmal? Ich bin da. Aufdecken. Einsatzziel C. Also ich müsste wieder auf ein anderes Grundstück.
Such a fool! How could you forget the plan?
Digga, ich kann nirgends rüberspringen, ohne dass ich gleich dick fett am Arsch bin. Komm ich gar nicht rein.
Excellent, 47. This recording confirms that Janus is planning to meet with the Constant. This is just the sort of thing we're looking for.
Ah, am Ende auf dem Fenster wäre es geil.
Sir, you are trespassing. Heel, sir. I said heel. I need you to follow me. Are we clear? Come here. That's it. Go. Oh, Jesus. Right, last chance, Honcho. Follow me right now, or you're gonna get hurt really bad. I already told you to follow me. What's the problem? Are you dim-witted, boy? Right, enough with the monkey business. You're going downtown. Damn, we lost track of the bastard.
Any description on the possible suspect? Show yourself. It's up to you whether this ends good or bad.
Habe ich gerade noch mal Glück gehabt.
How long did he talk for?
Say, Hunter, did you see my photograph? The group photo from the first gathering?
No.
Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
I wish you people would clean up after yourselves. I can't find anything in this house anymore.
Right. Sorry, Mr. Janus. I'll tell the men. Shall I ask some of them to look for the photograph?
No, never mind. I just need it before I leave. So
Janus. Cold War spy master and the first Providence Constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
advantages. Online shopping just isn't quite the same.
Let me know when they arrive, Gunter. I want to inspect the craftsmanship myself.
Of course, Mr. Janus.
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
What I wouldn't give for a nice pack of fire right now. I remember.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
Wie komme ich denn da drinnen?
Yeah, I'm here now. It's all clear. Over.
The first annual gathering of the Ark Society. That rings a bell. If Janus was its founder, perhaps he's still attending these gatherings, 47. This could be valuable information indeed. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close.
Soll ich nicht noch was abhören? Okay, geht nicht.
To the finish line. It's time to end this.
Command, I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Back to smoking and joking. Over.
Hallo, lass mich doch mal hier durch. Unbefugtes Betreten.
Man, yeah, I'm here now. All clear. Over. No, can't help you, man.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Neighborhood barbecue. How suburban. My belly is rumbling. Go inside. We got one invited. Would be a good time to cook some flavor.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for. And and then get out of here.
All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left...
Digga! Was soll die Scheiße? ...16:49, Junge, das war vor 3 motherfucking Minuten, Digga.
Command, I have nothing to report from my current location.
Nothing in the leaves. Over.
Achso, da steht er.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for, and then get out of here.
All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy. Someone from Janus' security detail buried something in the frog habitat behind Cassidy's house. What could that possibly be?
Wird man nicht angezeigt. Bei genügend Münzen. Weiter Schuss. Wir haben 13.000 Points. Knapp 23 Minuten. Sturmgewehr. Neues Versteck. Noch ein Versteck. Diesmal habe ich hier keins gemacht. Also vorgesetzt. Viereck überspringen. Denn wiederholen wollen wir mich nicht. Begebung und Flucht. Nochmal Berlin, Deutschland.
Dark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes, found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Odd choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
Die Ark-Gesellschaft. Ja. Dann würde ich mal sagen, bedanke ich mich auch an dieser Stelle fürs Zugucken und wir werden uns dann in der nächsten Folge zu der Story von Hitman 2 uns an dieser Stelle wiedersehen.